Hi, I'm Joe. I'm a ChemDry business coach, and today we're going to be working on setting up the parameters for your Book Online tool with ChemDry. This Book Online tool is going to be used on ChemDry.com. It can also be used on your own website using our new widget tool that we announced at a convention earlier this year. Now, to get started, we're going to be started inside of the gateway. From the gateway, we're going to go to our web dashboard. And the web dashboard, we're going to go to Edit Premium Local Search Listing. It's where we're going to go. From here, we're going to click on the Edit button and then scroll down all the way to the bottom where it says Local Search Integrations. From the Local Search Integrations, we can choose to, now the minimum review rating is how many reviews, what's the lowest amount of review rating that you would like to show. So if you only wanted to show 5-star reviews on your booking page, then you would only show us 5-star reviews, 3-star, 4-star, whatever that is. Our default is 3. You can change that if you'd like, but it won't allow you to have 6 because that won't show anything. Now, to turn on your Book Online tool, all you have to do is check that check mark for turning on the Book Online tool, and then it's going to ask you what your minimum is. Now, this is also where you come back to if you wanted to increase your minimum. So you can put in whatever you want your minimum to be. And from there, you can choose what days are available for you to schedule with your Book Online. If I did not want to schedule on weekends, the Book Online tool to schedule on weekends, then I can say no weekends. It's already assumed that you'll want to be cleaning Monday through Friday, so there's no parameters to change there. You're just going to be able to schedule between Monday through Friday, and the time slots are between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. and noon, noon and 2 p.m., 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. And that's the days between Monday through Friday. Then you can choose, if you did want to have scheduling on Saturdays, you can turn on all of the Saturdays, both morning and afternoon, or if you only wanted to do cleaning in the morning, or if you only wanted to do cleaning in the afternoon. Same thing with Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon. And then we have the on-track scheduling minimum days out. This is the minimum number of days a customer must book out on on-track online scheduling form. So if you didn't want them to be able to schedule the day of, then you would at least have it 1 day out, or 2 days out, or 3 days out. So the customer experience is going to be your schedule is going to appear full for those 3 days before they're allowed to schedule in on that day after. So once you have the parameter set as you'd like them, you would go ahead and hit save, and that will turn on your Book Online tool. Sometimes it does take a night for it to refresh for it to be live, but that actually turns on that Book Online tool for you. So we hit save, that turns it on, and then we can hit close. I'm going to hit back here, and I'll actually go back in here to Web Dashboard. And once I have that, then I actually have a on-track Book Online form widget. Now, I myself am not a code guy, but what this means is you can take this Book Online tool and you can place it on your websites. So it's not necessary, and if you already have a HRI sponsored website, a Belfour Franchise Group sponsored website, then obviously we already have the Book Online tool there. But if you use a third party, either Local Search Appeal, Kite Media, or any of the other local vendors that you might be using for digital marketing, you can send them this. What I do is I just take a snapshot of this information, send it over to the vendor, and then I'll actually copy the code and email the code over to the vendor so they have it, and then they can build that into your websites. So that's kind of fun, pretty cool. And it gives them instructions on how to track that lead source as well. Okay, once that is set, then you have a book online. Your book online is live, it's ready to go, but there's still some things that you can do inside of OnTrack to edit some preferences. One of the most common things somebody's going to ask is, how do I change my pricing? And to change pricing for the schedule online, what we'll do is we'll go into the settings. From settings, well, in the third row, the revenue row, we're going to click on services, and we have these named a specific service, and you can find them underneath WEB. When we'll search for that right there, WEB, and this is going to bring up all the different services that a customer could choose when they're using the Book Online tool. What we're going to ask is, do not change the names of these services, only change the price. So we can go ahead and click on one of those, and we'd come in and we'd choose that price. Right now these ones are saying estimate on site, which is a good rule of thumb. If there's a 0, probably just leave it as a 0 on there. Let's find our basic cleaning price right there. We'll increase our basic cleaning price from 50 to 60. Come in there, well, not 600, that's a little bit too high. Change it to 60, and we'll hit save. Uncheck the text. We'll hit save, and that's taken care of for us. So you can go through each of those line items on if you wanted to increase any of those prices. If I wanted to come up here to my upholstery ones, I can go to my upholstery, select all of those, and I'm going to do a batch update, and I'm going to increase my price by 10% and round to the nearest dollar. Yes, and I just did a batch price increase of 10% for each of those services, increasing those prices. So that's a pretty fun feature to get taken care of there. The other piece that I get asked a lot about is, what if I didn't want all of my routes to be available for online scheduling? So if I look at my schedule, I have a training task route and a jobs route, but if I come to, so if I didn't want to have, and this is just a training task route, so I'm not going to have anything scheduled on there either, but if I wanted to have if I had 2 or 3 of these jobs routes, and I only wanted the customers to schedule for one of those routes, franchises sometimes will do this because they have the fear of customers being placed on a schedule that doesn't make any sense geographically. Maybe they're in a different city, and currently the Book Online feature doesn't have a smart schedule that will prompt the customer to schedule for times that are closer to where your van's going to be at for that single day. So to help avoid that, what they'll do is they'll just make the scheduling available for one route, and then once they're on that route, then they can move that customer wherever makes the most sense for that schedule. Some other best practices are the booking is going to come through as an estimate, and that's us trying to tell you nothing is set in stone here. Please reach out to the customer, confirm with the customer, and if you need to rearrange and schedule the customer at a time that works better for you and your technicians, then do it. But make sure that there's a confirmation taking place either through a phone call, a text message, or email. Make sure that you're getting in touch with those customers for that reason. But we can come over to settings and go to routes. This is where you can go on to add routes. But if I wanted to exclude a route, then I would do a hashtag exclude route. Save that, and it's going to make it so that route is not going to be included in the Book Online tool. And then obviously hit save. But I don't want to exclude that route, so I'll keep it the way it is. Okay, that's everything you need to know about the Book Online tool. As always, feel free to reach out to me or any of the coaching team here at ChemDrac Coaching, and you can find me at this number, or email me, text me, however you'd like to get in touch. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.